the Flaming Lips bubble concert that we saw that meme a couple months back. They made it a reality. Everybody was in bubbles.
I did see that. And Tony, you posted a video of seeing Flaming Lips at the State Theater where Wayne, the singer, is in one.
Yeah, he goes right over the top of us. It's on our, I think it's up on our Podioslave archives on the YouTube page.
Yeah. So hit that up. So this is the whole concert. This is the audience is in those too, right? Mm-hmm. Now, I saw the picture. Are you fully encompassed in the bubble, or is it one of those where it goes over you and your feet are touching the ground? Like,
that's a great question. We couldn't see anybody's feet, right? It was Wayne Coyne, lead singer of the Flaming Lips, on top of all these people, which, a year ago he would have been on top of them without bubbles, on top of them as bubbled people. I wonder if their feet are on the ground or they're also like rolling like hamster ball like he does across the top of the crowd. Who knows, man? I guess we'd have to hear more about that.
Yeah, either way, I mean, there's no better band to use as a test market for the prototype than Flaming Lips, right? I mean, this is going to be maybe how it turns out with COVID. Flaming Lips, they've been doing it with the frontmen, so we might as well just do a whole show.
Yeah. Well, we saw him do it 9 years ago, Nate.
Yeah. Yeah. Forward thinking. So who knows, man? I thought it was cool because I remember when we originally started the podcast, I think there was like some drawing or like cartoon kind of rendition of what we actually saw in that Flaming Lips concert. Still no way to confirm if they were in bubbles or if it was like a bubble suit, like you're saying, Twan. But yeah, man, that was hilarious. And they've been doing that forever. So I guess they've always been somewhat germaphobe, or at least Wayne.
Well, and it allows him to crowd surf, but not like have to worry about people grabbing him and dropping him. Because if he gets dropped, he's in a bubble. If he drops, like he's the bubble boy, he's fine.
He's old too. He's like 50
he's 59. Yeah, he was on Mark Maron last week. I've been listening to that this week just because Nate and I met Wayne. We talked about this in an episode prior. We met him down in Boston. I think we talked about it when we had Rob on, right? Because he got us backstage, and we went back and met him, and we heard about them coming to our hometown too. And yeah, I think he said he was 59. And he's still out, rocking the hamster ball. It's crazy.
That's hilarious.
Was that show indoors or outdoors?
The one in Boston was outside.
No, this one, the one that just happened.
Inside. I think it's where the Thunder play. I think.
Oh wow.
I think. Don't quote me on that.
So it's like a big room, because I'm thinking like, 1,500 cap room. How
They're
many?
OKC based, right? So I'm pretty sure it's. I'm gonna look it up right now. Go ahead.
I'm just wondering, like, let's say in like a 1,500 cap room, like the State Theater, how many of those bubbles can you fit in there? Maybe 100.
Right.
Yeah,
not many.
It had to have been like an arena.
That's a good question, Twan, because it brings up the capacity from 25% to at least 50%. So you're still squeezing some more people in there. Well, I don't know. Maybe it's the other way around, but it's definitely not at 100 cap. Yeah, you got to cut it down. That 6 foot radius.
So it's the Criterion in OKC, Oklahoma City.
Yep.
It looks to be State Theater-esque.
Really?
Maybe a little bigger. Just the picture I'm seeing here, it looks similar to that. So I'm trying to find out what the cap is on the website, but I don't see it. It is smaller than an NBA arena though. Criterion in Oklahoma City. So yeah, that's because that's where they're from, or where they live now, and where they do a lot of their creating, I think. So that makes sense.
That's crazy. They're from Oklahoma, out of all places. I mean, I guess there's no way to pinpoint where they're from. They're just such a weird band, but Oklahoma.
So I was putting my nerd hat on, and like when you see it, you're like, "That's awesome! It's so cool they did that." And then like I just obviously with anything take it a step further and think of the logistics and the practicality of it, and actually putting myself in there. So I asked the questions: can you even see out of it? Can you hear it? Does it get sticky in there? Like, is
hot.
Is it even fun? I don't know.
Yeah, I mean. It's a great question. All those are great questions. My thought is it hot? If it's hot in the building and you go to a concert and there's a lot of people around, you're warm anyway, no matter what time of year it is. I can't imagine it's cooler in the bubble. So, yeah. And does it fog up, or do they treat it like you see some of those NFL coaches with their face masks with the stuff to keep it from anti-fogging, and they can still see their play sheet. That Criterion building venue holds 1,200. So similar to the State.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. 1,200. Okay, so it might have been at least 600 cap or something.
Or maybe even less.
Oh, less
probably
than
like
that.
4.
Maybe 3.
That's with seats and stuff, right? So.
Oh shit, yeah.
Lucky people. Good for them getting to go see a show. I'm jealous. I'd have done it. We would have done it.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Yeah.
What happens if you got to go to the bathroom?
Yeah, I think the bathrooms were one way.
Yeah. Yeah, maybe they have a bucket in there. Right? You couldn't see their feet, so who knows? Oh, who knows? Maybe they told everybody to wear Depends.
Yeah.
Yeah, it could literally be like a NASA suit where it's climate controlled. To
That'd
answer
be
your
cool.
questions, Twan, yeah, it's climate controlled. There's a air filtration system that keeps it, from fogging up and fresh air and keeping cool. And then the sound is coming through Bluetooth, something like that.
Yeah.
It's like a silent disco concert type thing. That's how it's going down, I think. I don't know.
They'll probably, yeah, that would be cool if you're like really far away. Because I know in some of those concerts we've seen at drive-ins, they've done that where you've like gotten the Bluetooth into your car or on like 88.3 FM and you can hear it that way.
Yeah.
But in that small venue, I'm sure they heard it just fine and it was plenty loud enough.